Hello there, Sir from 17 once again. This is my God Hand hard mode fun run. This is stage 6-8, and I think it's called something like Elvis's Wish. It'll be in the title, guys. I don't know the names, and because of my problems with technology at the moment, I don't have them all written down correctly, because this is a big mess, you don't want to see it. I also messed up on this one with the wrong codec thanks to new technologies, and thus we don't have any sound. But the gameplay I thought was good enough that I didn't want to re-record it because this took me a while to get, and I thought you'd like this video, so hopefully it's worth it. And the music that is actually playing in this level is playing right now, so hopefully that will suffice. But it begins with two of the elite females, and the elite females are a very difficult enemy. This game is very racist in that the white ones are the worst ones by far. The black ones are my favourite of the elite females because they do very predictable things that I could counter hit guaranteed almost every time. The white one is a little bit tougher for me personally because she does the lunging double axe sweep and she does a few different moves as well, but for the most, they control very similar to each other. They are an enemy that can do a grab that is untechable and will damage you regardless. That grab can go through other enemies, they can do it from off screen, they can do it at distance, they can do it up close. It is a terrifying move that makes this game way more difficult than it ever needed to be, and to fix it would have been simple. You make it so that it's like all the other grabs that let you get out of it before taking damage. I don't think the jump should do any damage, I think the heel stomp should be all the damage and then it would fix that move, but that's just not the case, that's not the life we lead. There's only one guarantee, none of us will see heaven. But to counter it, what you do, right guys, is when you know she's going to jump, if you backflip, the moment she lands she will always go into a move. It's generally her fastest move, and the black woman's fastest move is one of the slashes that she does. So if you use this to your advantage, you can counter hit her immediately and work on a stun. Once she's stunned, you can do bounding combos, wall combos, whatever you want to do to her. You can slap her on the bottom if she's been a naughty girl. You can use the abundance of weapons, because all of these are going to help as well. The checkpoints on this level are not as bad as the last one, but they're still pretty tricky, especially with this creature. I don't have the best expertise at fighting this enemy, because every time I get a good fight with him, he does that horizontal sweep that just, you know, ruins your day, because it's really difficult to dodge. And instead of fighting him, I'm going to carry him over here. I get interrupted by the Elvis cutscene, and I'm just going to prop him up and kick him off the edge. But don't worry, folks. I'm going to make up for my bitch play right now with what's coming up now. So I watched a video by Mike Cobb where he dragged all the enemies in this area to the area where Tiger Joe is, and he had a massive fight with all of them. And I always thought it was crazy to do something like that, because in my mind when I was watching that video, I didn't know too much about the game, I didn't really understand it at the level I do now, and I always wondered why would he do that, you know, why would you do this, this looks terrifying. So of course, in honour of that video, and in honour of how far we've come, I'm going to drag all those enemies up to Tiger Joe's platform, and I'm going to fight, what is it, 8 or 9 of them at the same time, and we're going to have a really good time. The best thing I can advise you when you're new to God Hand and you're wanting to get an advantage on enemies without taking too much damage and without being a massive bitch, because you can be very bitchy in this game if you want to, is to look into the hand plant kick. The hand plant kick is a very safe, high ducking move that launches enemies on pretty much hit. It doesn't seem like you have to counter hit or anything, it's very flexible, it's very good, and it's the move that I put on when I need some safety in a big group, because it's so powerful. But I'm also going to try mixing up as many other moves as I can, because if you just saw me using the same move repeatedly, it wouldn't be very fun to watch. So understand, every time I do a hand plant kick, it is essentially a safety button to help me get out of a situation, or to help me control the crowds, and you should use it too, because it's very good. Doesn't work on elites though, so don't try it on Tiger Joe, don't try it on the dude who throws his hair at you, or on the bigger guys, because they're only affected the same way by a different move, which I'll talk about when we get there to that particular moment. So this is me baiting them all into this area. This cutscene triggers just because, and I completely miscalculated one aspect of this particular moment. I didn't realise that there was a woman with a whip. So the woman with the whip was ruining everything I was trying to do because she kept hitting me. So you're going to notice I'm going to go into God Hand and I'm going to get rid of her, but I'm not going to get rid of anybody else, because I didn't want to kill people, I wanted to fight everybody over here. But the whip lady just ruined every piece of momentum you get, so it was just impossible to get anything fun with her there, and I didn't want to mess around with her, so God Hand it is. But getting everybody to come here is not all that easy to do, because the AI is surprisingly fair in a lot of ways when it stops you. So you'll notice I'm going to go to my techniques. I'm going to put on hand plant kick, and I'm putting hand plant kick on because it's a safe move. So I begin by going into God Hand. I'm going to punch her in the mouth as much as I can, get rid of everything that she represents, and then I'm going to run away. So I run away, reposition, and then I'm going to swap another move. No, I guess I must have decided against it. So I go towards the barrels. There's the first guy, go for the high side kick, he catches me, we play the dancing mini game, and then I'm going to sprint directly forward to get away from anybody about to jump on me. I turn around with the god reels to try and see if I can see anything, knock him up with a hand plant kick because it's free, try and do a charge punch, get nothing, go for the high side kick, get nothing. This guy sees what I'm doing, he's doing his base combo, I do the counter hit, I get very lucky on the flying knee just then, that knocks them away, puts them into a better position, and we reset. There's the counter hit on him, he knocks back into his buddies, gets rid of Tiger Joe, and here we can do a hand plant kick for free. We duck the spinning fist, he was throwing his hair but we got rid of him, and then we go for another interruption. There's the block, there's the jump, there's the immunity for using the hand plant kick so that we didn't get in trouble just then. And am I changing techniques? What am I putting on? I bet I'm going to put on... Oh, right, so I'm changing my guard breaker now to the punch one. And the reason I'm doing this is, it seems to be the one that has the most reach, and if you try to guard break the elites, but you don't connect, they will do a pre-canned combination at you almost every time. So I'm doing this to try and provoke Tiger Joe into doing an uppercut, and provoke the guy who throws his hair into doing a very specific combo that I can counter. So you're going to see me do this at these guys at a distance now, it's just me and them. That was beautiful, using the leg drop to duck the hair, completely unintentional, but it looked wonderful. And then there's just these two guys. So there's the counter hit on Tiger Joe, sorry. There's the launch. Here's the prop. There's the stun. He's now dizzy. Can we get a pummel? That'd be fantastic. Oh, we can, but Tiger's not in it. That's really unfortunate. That would have been great if we could have got both of them, but we'll get the splash off of the kick on the ender. There's me charging the punch, countering, immediately knocking him away. Here's Tiger. Be very careful of this man. He will ruin you if you don't know what you're doing. And there he goes throwing the hair, so we get very lucky just then. Turn around, reset, here he comes, there's the high side kick, and then it's just me and Tiger. So there is, you'll notice, whenever I do the guard breaker, I roll or duck or sidestep, because he will do a programmed counter almost every time, and it's incredibly quick. Same with high side kicks, same with launchers. Unless he's in the middle of an animation, he will skip almost everything, because he's a bitch like that. So I'm going to change hand plant kick to double snap kick, because the hand plant kick is not going to help me now. This guy will not do anything with it, but the snap kick can catch him in the air. So here he comes, there's me trying to get it on a preempt, there's his grab, do not get caught by that, it's untechable. There's his kicks, they lead into another kick, so you can counter hit that if you know the timing. There's him doing his perfect dodges, there's the high side kick to counter his combo. There's me trying to get him on wake up. Here's the most dangerous thing he does. He does a sequence of really fast kicks, and he covers a lot of ground when he does it. There's a nice prop up into a juggle. There's the kicks again, we're not having any of that, son. Sit down, go for the prop, don't get anything. More combos, there's the guard breaker into the Shoryuken. Here's me trying to catch him at the end of it with something. There's him doing the sweep, very scary just then. That could have been everything for naught. There's him doing his kicks, there's the counter. You can trade on that if you don't time it right. Timing it's actually pretty difficult, but you'll get there if you practice. So a couple more, there's the guard break into the punch. There's his combo, I'm going to sweep it. There's the prop up, it doesn't hit. There's the kicks again, and we're going to uppercut it. No, we're going to kick it. This guy's got a boatload of HP too. But did you see that then? I went for a high side kick, I dodged to the side, he went to counter with an uppercut, and I comboed him out of it by doing the punches. It's one of those manipulations you can do to this guy once you understand how he programs. But he's very capable. This guy's probably harder than Azel in some ways. Azel's just a bitch because he hides behind invincibility. This guy doesn't really seem to have any invincibility. So I would say that he's the bigger man of all the enemies that you fight, this guy. And because I used the God Hand against the woman, we're not going to get the proper quote at the end, because he believes that I used the God Hand against him, even though technically I didn't. I just kind of beat him up a lot and launched him and kicked him and did all kinds of fun stuff. There's some high side kicks for the fans of speedrunning, and there's the end of him. A nice combo breaker into ball punch, and that's it, guys. Doesn't look like much, does it? That took me an hour. To record this video it took an hour. And what is it, 6 minutes long? Oh no, it's 10 minutes, so it's not too bad I guess, but yeah. That was hard. That was really hard to do. It looks like nothing when you see it broken down, because that was the run where everything went right and all my timing was good. But I have a lot of footage of me doing really well and then getting hit. So, just to be thorough, I'm going to run back through the area, pick up all the stuff that I haven't picked up, see if there's any good drops for the next area, because after this we have the Shannon boss fight, and I want to take a lot of resources into the levels after that so I can do fun things. Because one of the things I underestimated in this particular run was just how much I wouldn't have the resources to do fun things all the time. Like, if I could have cheated and given myself unlimited orbs, I would have done that. And I know what you're thinking, Chris, why would you cheat on the no damage thing? Well, the no damage here is just for fun for me, to do something really difficult. The point of this run is to kind of celebrate and show off God Hand in a way that you might not have seen, because a lot of people that play God Hand do it in a very specific, effective way, and it doesn't show off any of it really, does it? It doesn't really show what this game is capable of. So by having access to all those other moves and things, I think I could have really done some fun, sexy stuff, and you might have watched it and been like, wow, this looks great, I want to play this. And there's another person playing God Hand, and it's a game that really deserves to be played, because there's nothing quite like this game, and I wholeheartedly recommend it. But thank you for watching, and you take care now.